Good day, everybody. Today I'm going to be reviewing the game Last Chance. This game came out from Milton Bradley in 1995, and it is for 2 to 6 players. Now, Last Chance is a betting game, and the object of this game is you're going to try to win the most amount of money at the end. What's going to happen is there's going to be certain cards with different dice combinations on them, and amounts of money that you can win if you are able to complete those dice combinations. So let's go ahead and show you Last Chance. Okay, folks, let's get started. We'll go ahead and start with this dice tray, and it's a very nice dice tray, and the game also comes with 5 dice. It also comes with a lot of these different poker chips, and you have 100s, 500s, and $1,000 poker chips. And in the very beginning of the game, each person is going to get $5,000 worth of these chips. You also have the Last Chance cards, and this is what you're going to be betting on. And there are several different types of these cards in the game. What you're going to do is you're going to draw 7 cards from this stack, and then you're going to place them over here, and then you will go ahead and turn over the first one. So let's just go ahead and show you a typical card. What you're going to see here is a die combination, and then it's going to tell you how many times you'll be able to roll the dice to try to get that combination, and then it's going to tell you how much money you will win if you end up getting this combination within that amount of rolls. And what you're going to do is you're just going to simply roll the die and then set aside the dice that you need and hopes that you're going to be able to get the 4 rolls in this case. Now, there are also cards that have jokers on them. What the jokers are is that you can use these as any number, so you could roll the 2 6s and then a number, but then anytime you say I've rolled the 4 and I put a 4 here for the joker, all the other jokers are going to have to be the same number. So in this case, it would be 4. Each player is also going to be receiving one of these. This is a yes and a no, and this is going to be used on side bets. And the people that are going to use these are the ones that are not going to be rolling for this card. So you'll flip a card over, and then you'll go ahead and see what the card is, and then players are going to go ahead and bid to try to see if they can get this card. So let's say player 1 bids $100, player 2 bids $200, and you can bid in $100 increments or higher. They just have to be in multiples of 100. So let's say after the bidding, player 1 bids $1,000, and then player 2 goes ahead and gives it to him. So player 1 is going to go ahead and place $1,000 over here, and then player 2, if he decides to, is going to be able to place a side bet. He'll either bet that his opponent is going to get this combination, or he's going to bet against him. So let's just say he decides to bet against him over here. He can place a side bet of up to $1,000 on the no. So let's just say he decides he's going to place a side bet of $500. All right, so now player 1's going to go ahead and roll and try to get this combination. So he rolls, and let's see what he has here. Well, he didn't get anything, so now he's got 3 more rolls. And in this case, now he's got a 1, he's got a 3, and he's got a couple more rolls. In this case, he got a 2, so now he's got to get 2 4s in order to try to complete this. And he got 1 4, but not 2. So what's going to happen in this case is player 1 is going to lose his $1,000, and player 2, who bid no, is going to receive $500. So he'll go ahead and get that and then put it into his stack. And so the next round is going to begin. Now, this card is going to stay on here until it is completed. So on the next round, the only number the person who wins the right to try to win the card is going to be a 4. So let's just say the bidding goes on again, and let's say player 1 again, he bids another $1,000, and player 2 accepts it, but this time he thinks he's going to go ahead and win it. So he'll go ahead and place $1,000 over here, and then player 1 will go ahead and roll again for the 4 times. So he rolls once, he doesn't get it. Twice, he doesn't get it. 3 times, he doesn't get it, and he got it on the 4th time. So now, player 1 is going to receive this back, and he is going to win $2,000 because he completed the card. And player 2, since he bid yes, he's also going to receive his bid of $1,000, and then he's going to place it on the side. If someone ends up bidding no, and the person that rolls ends up winning the card, then that person's no bet is also going to go to the player who won the card. And then this card is going to be put out of play, and then the second card will go ahead and get played. And in this case, there's a joker involved, and it's 4 times $1,500. So once again, everybody's going to go ahead and bid on it, and then it basically is going to do this with each card. And again, you're going to have 7 cards. Now, there's also what's called the last chance bet on this game, and if someone bids last chance, then all betting is going to stop. And whoever bids last chance, in this case, is going to put all the money that he has into this pot to try to win it. If he ends up winning, then he's going to go ahead and make his earnings back, plus whatever the amount is. If he loses, then he's going to be out of the game. So anyway, the game is going to continue on like this until the 7th card is completed, and then everybody's going to count up their chips, and whoever has the most amount of money is going to win. And that, folks, is Last Chance. So my final thoughts on Last Chance. Well, this is a game that I found when I was thrifting one day, and I found a couple of copies of these. This game is also known as Yahtzee Deluxe Poker. If I did not mention that, it got renamed. This is a fun little betting game. I like the different combinations with the cards. The components are really nice. The chips are really nice. You can change the game up some. If you want to use more than 7 cards, you could very well do that. You know, it's very simple to learn, simple little betting game. The one issue I did notice in this game, and I guess it really just depends on how patient you are, is that a lot of times you'll end up getting 4 of the 5 dice, and there'll be one number that you need to get left that you need to get. And when my wife and I played it, I think we went through 10 rounds before someone was finally able to get the number. So it was getting a little bit repetitive and a little bit monotonous in that case, because it got to the point where she would bet $100, I'd give it to her, then I put $1,000 and bet no. I'd win, and then the betting would go to me, and we just swap out like that for a little while. So probably could make a good house rule maybe if it gets to that point to where you get, like, say 3 shots at it, and then afterwards you go on to the next card. It is a dice rolling game, so there is chance in this. And, you know, if you like gambling games, it might not be that big of a deal, but the repetitiveness of just getting stuck on that card, it did wear a little bit on me. But otherwise, this is a fun game. I mean, I would recommend it to anybody who likes light gambling games. It's just, you may have to adjust the rules if you end up getting stuck on a card. So guys, that's my review of Last Chance. See you later. Keep on gaming.